left our heroes, they arrived in a town that should not exist. And Sai had a friendly face from her backstory appear and essentially found out that she wasn't ever supposed to step foot in the town, which was great to know that all of this was occurring. They spoke with the leader. Who was the leader? I forget. What was her name?
It was Fang.
Fang. Wow, I'm Wolf's Fang. Duh.
I know, right? Crazy.
Oh, well, correction. Mervala tried to run away before ever having a conversation with Sai, and then our trusty wizard used one of his spells. Which spell was that?
Modify gravity, I think.
Modify gravity to basically incapacitate her. So the conversation with Fang went as such, which was just making a deal to go do this thing for them to get something that Sai needed, which was like this glowy orb thing. Oh, also, the crew kind of owns the town now, which is great, because they have no idea what they're doing with it, other than it needs to be a stronghold. That's it. That's all I got.
And yes, and so that is what happened. The party arrived at Steelmaw and quickly found its leader and negotiated the current standings of the leadership role of the town. You guys agreed that you were basically going to split the town 50-50 in a sense, where Fang will run it when you guys aren't there, but you will get basically equal say in how it is run in the times that you aren't there, in a sort of symbiotic relationship where you both still kind of get what you want, even if you need to deal with somebody else. Where we left off, you guys were just finalizing your discussions about what you were going to do upon leaving Steelmaw. The current plan was go immediately to the logging camp about 5.5 days north of Steelmaw and solve the issue that Fang had beseeched you to solve, which is that there is a logging camp that was supplying a steady supply of lumber, and without that lumber, these town's construction has ground to a halt. Something, she does not know what, is actively preventing the logging camp workers from entering the forest, and it has killed many of them, so much so that they refuse to enter it at all, and as such, she is in a pickle. As part of the deal she made with Sai, Sai will get some sort of magical object that apparently, according to Mervala, was found on her when she was first adopted. That was used as leverage in a previous negotiation. If she can successfully re-establish trade with the logging camp through whatever means she feels viable, be that killing the monster or some other option. You were all left in the conference room with Fang having these discussions, and then I will change the map back to that town, and you can continue from there. Because I believe you guys, if I'm not mistaken, I believe you guys basically said, you basically told Fang, yeah, we'll do it, so that Sai could get her object, whatever it may be. She was like, cool, awesome, I'll run the town. She gave you a very detailed and descripted list of everything that could be built in the town, and how to do that, and what is required for that I hope you all spent 2 weeks looking at and thinking about.
Of course.
And then she was like,
totally.
she's like, okay, guys. She's like, okay, guys.
Did you find that again?
It's in the Discord. It's still there.
Okay.
And then
I want to make sure.
She's like, okay, guys, thanks for doing that. I need to patch the hole in my wall, because if you remember, she exploded the wall. Oopsie. And then you guys said that you still had some talking to do about your overall journey that you're going to take, your overall path. You had not 100%.
Our wall?
Yeah. Well,
It is our wall.
It wasn't. You didn't know it was your wall when she did it, and so she gets a pass. And then you guys said that you wanted to do some thinking about your overall path that you're going to take, in addition to like what you're going to do after you do the camp, and like whether or not you come straight back or whether or not you do a big journey. Like you were still debating over that. And also Sai said once you were done with that, she wanted to speak to Mervala privately. So those two conversations can happen, and then we will start our travel.
But before everything else, who's doing the vibe check?
The vibe check.
Oh, can I do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't fuck it up.
Okay, well, now you just put that into the universe.
A perfectly
It's
average
a
vibe
little
check.
above that. Perfectly average.
52 red dragons spawn.
Great.
I'm
Are we
so
gonna?
scared that you're gonna do something like that to us.
Who knows?
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. I was like, no comment.
He did say that every time we roll one of these, it adds to the final encounter.
Yeah.
The final boss's head
Yeah,
Hit
health.
point.
hit point
Yeah.
count.
Okay. Are we
What?
discussing the merchant stuff first? Because I actually have some thoughts.
You guys can discuss whatever you want. I just know that you said that you wanted to speak to Mervala privately at some point next session. It is now next session. I figure you'll do that once you guys are done. So.
Do you want to talk to
Yeah,
Mambala first, and then we'll, like, as we travel, we'll discuss the other stuff?
Well, wouldn't Fang want to know what our plan was before we left?
You would need to tell her before.
Well, we
you
can't
left,
build
yeah.
anything. Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah,
but
we
you could
have to
tell
tell her
her.
before
But
we
you
left.
could tell her because your plan is to reestablish like resources being sent here. So you could be like, as soon as resources start arriving, we want the housing district fixed. We want the merchant district built. Like you can
Well, can we
delegate
also-
where resources go.
Well, because there's no resources incoming now, can we just tell her like we'll use the journey there and back to discuss what?
Oh, we
To
don't know
do?
if we're completely coming back.
You
Don't
can
stress.
you can do that. That's fine. But you had
Well,
the current
I feel
plan
like-
you're sitting on was that you were not going to come straight back. So if you reestablish the logging camp, she'll be getting wood, and then she won't be able to talk to you for a while, and so she's just going to do what she wants without asking you. So if you're fine with her doing that, then that's fine. But if you don't tell her in advance your plan,
For my item.
yeah, that is what the discussion was. Do you guys want to go to the logging camp and then come straight back, or do you want to go to the logging camp, fix that, hit those 2 towns to the left, and then circle back because you were going to go to those towns anyway, and then decide then whether to go to north, south, east, or west, or you can go bing bong up down in 10 days and then cap it out right there. That is what you
That's
were
fine.
debating on. So
I can
As
wait.
of right now,
Curtis.
based on Cold kind of was in agreement. We're gonna go up north, get the girl dropped off after we take care of the other
Yes.
thing, and then we would discuss what to do after that.
yeah, you were going to discuss once
Okay.
you got to Clove Cross, you were going to discuss like, do we continue
fine.
north or do we circle back?
Perfect. As for going back to the resource thing, so we can get this moving. I propose doing a partnership with a population of sailors, because having a self-sustaining food resource would help. I think morale and also keeping the people who are actually building stuff strong and healthy.
So you mean to get, like, shipments from other places, or to get, like, fish?
Well, that's-
Like we would
Touch.
build the dockyard.
The dockyard. So like the dockyard would be. What?
Okay. So you think that
Oh.
the first thing we should worry about is a dockyard?
Yeah, because we're already doing the wood resource thing. We're already going that way.
The only
And that's-
issue is we don't really know any pirates right now. I agree with you on the dockyard. I'm not like saying no at all. But if we're gonna list it out in order, I think it would be like housing and dockyard first and foremost, then the shopping district, then the city guard barracks, and then the wall. It's kind of
Shopping
the way I
district.
was-
I think I'm not in complete agreement. I think you need to have protection because otherwise, why are people
Yeah.
going to stay?
The
I
only issue is we need a population of 100 plus for the city guard barracks. So I'm like, I think we need
150
housing
plus.
first.
Oh, right. I forgot about the
For
population.
walls.
Sorry.
It's 150 plus for walls.
One eternity later.
Anyways, so that means we are all in agreement. We're going to tell them to start the dockyard as we leave. Then we're going to tell them to work on the housing district as the wood is coming back. Then the barracks, then wood walls, and then that's it for right now because the wood walls should take a while and we should be back in town before then.
Yeah, is there an estimated time for these, or you'll just let us know?
The time varies with ability to complete the work, so it scales with it scales with workable population. So right now you basically just have gang members from the Iron Fangs, or I'm sorry, the Iron Wolves, and then also because of Fangs like double dealing, you also technically have a contingent of the some other smaller gangs, one of which is obviously Mervala and her crew, but they are not like construction workers, they're just kind of guys. So it is progressing at a middling pace. If you could increase the population of like athletic men, it would scale exponentially.
Got it. Okay.
How much for an entertainment?
What type of
Oh my
entertainment, your
God.
body?
Anyways. I was thinking like games and shit, but you guys
You want to start a
apparently went somewhere
casino?
else. Yes, I do.
You guys
The
don't
house
even
always wins.
you guys don't even have stone floor yet, and you're thinking about gambling?
Yes.
Easiest way to make money.
I can
or
respect
lose.
that.
Are you surprised?
Priorities are straight with this one.
Fair enough.
Calyx did not say that out loud.
I figure. But
Cole's
okay.
probably thinking it out loud.
Yeah. That being said, though, if that is the completion of those logistics, then I will begin the process on that. You give the money to Fang. Fang says she will immediately start on that. Because the residential district cannot be completed, because they are basically out of wood, basically as soon as you leave, they will start construction on the dock yard. And then she tells you, like, she doesn't know exactly how long it'll take because it's a skeleton crew, but if it's the only thing that all of them are building, it should get done relatively reasonably soon, barring any complications. And then she will, like, give you a thumbs up and be like, okay, that's awesome. Be safe. Get out of my office.
All right. I'm kidding. I didn't say that out loud.
Yeah, I figure.
We'll be back, Fang.
I thought we were
It's
doing
nice.
like a
Wait.
cutout
I
thing.
should probably get back into character and not be so jovial.
It's fine. That conversation is all set. You did the reading I asked for, where you're like, okay, so what we'll be doing is, and then you read everything in order.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, no one else
Thank
heard
you.
it but me, apparently. But don't worry, I got you.
Thank you.
If nobody else got you, I got you. If Calyx has 0 fans, it's because I'm dead.
Whoa.
Are you saying Calyx only has one fan?
No, I said if.
No.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I
Technically, he
wonder
has
if
2
any of our
fans.
viewers have favorites.
I don't think enough people are watching the videos regularly to have a favorite.
That's true.
I have a
doubt
favorite.
Who's your favorite?
It's that really handsome guy in the lower left-hand corner.
Oh wow.
Oh, haha.
God damn.
Y'all thought. So yeah, did Sai wish to, did she still want to speak to Mervala, or is she taken
Yes.
aback at how much has happened and would like to leave?
I mean, Sai would like to speak with him, Mervala.
Okay.
If you're in the headspace for that.
I'll do it. It's my job. I just assume you're doing it privately and you're not in the conference room with everyone else. You could if
Well,
you want.
yeah,
I
well-
just assumed.
Well, I don't think it's really anything Sai would be like too private about unless it was Mervala saying like maybe we should take this somewhere else.
Yeah. Well, yeah, she won't ask for secrecy. She's operating on the assumption that like you're traveling with these people, you probably like them, but she doesn't
Yeah.
know how much you've said to them, and she doesn't want to like spill the beans of what you've kept because Sai's a very secretive person. Mervala respects that
Yeah.
and taught that.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you're not telling them to leave, she'll assume that they're in on it to a degree.
They're not really in on anything.
Well, they're in on the world ending, but she doesn't know about that. So
Yeah.
Probably avoid that.
I guess I would like pull her aside, but like not like leave the room. Because I feel like at this point in time, while they are a secretive person, they have to trust this group. And there's no point in secrets in the end of the world.
fair enough.
Okay. So Sai pulls her aside. Sorry, I'm eating chocolate.
I think
Be
you mean
snacking.
jerky.
Be snacking in life and in the game.
Yeah.
I guess the first thing she says is like, "Are you okay? Like, do I need to like fuck somebody up for you? Like, what's going on?"
She'll very quickly be like, no. This arrangement, while it is not what I thought it would be when back it all started, it's honestly been a refreshing change of pace. Fang is a by-the-books, letter-of-the-law person. She abides by her word exactly. So long as you communicate with that in mind, it's very easy to work with her. No one is being mistreated. Everyone here is here willingly. I asked our little commune who would be willing to come help with this, and everyone here is a volunteer. Everyone is being treated fairly. We have food, alcohol somehow. Everyone's, I won't say they're enjoying it. It is a hard job. It's construction. But honestly, I wouldn't even turn down maybe moving us all out here once all things are said and done if it ends up being the right kind of place.
Well,
It's certainly
guess that-
safer.
yeah, safety's hard to come by for us. I guess that's good to hear. Definitely sounds better working for her than any of the other gangs that could have been involved in this. How's Ravik and Kaylin? Did they come, or?
They accompanied me when we first set out. In fact, they actually helped guide me to the fort up north when we needed extra supplies. But once they found out about everything, they
Everything?
had the secrecy of the deal that I made and the circumstances and what called it. There were differing
knew.
opinions. They found out. It went
Okay.
after you left. Eventually, the devil comes for his due, as Fang did, and I needed to explain why all of a sudden I was asking everyone to pack up and move out to a town that wasn't built yet and build it. And I explained the situation to everybody. Everyone who agreed and understood are the ones that came with me. The others who felt that it wasn't necessarily their responsibility didn't. You know how they are. We're not a monolith.
Yes.
Those two, they saw the situation in different ways, and they opted to, in a sense, follow in your footsteps. They wanted to grow and move, and that was not going to happen here working construction. And so we guided each other to the fort, and then they moved on to letting the winds take them as they may for wherever they think they need to go and to see whatever they think they need to see.
So Kaylin and Ravik left Underbelly. They left. They're... Wow. Okay.
By now, they're probably a day or two north of the fort. They didn't say if they had a plan in mind. They could have gone out east. They could have gone out west.
Well, I'm glad they're okay. Kind of sucks that I was the last one to know about all of this happening. Why didn't you tell me? I know you were afraid of my magic. You don't have to deny it. I know most everyone was, and probably still is.
It was certainly shocking, to say the least, but I felt more shame than anything. It was a play that I made in desperation to offset the fallout of your incident, and I regret it. I think maybe if I didn't see it now or at the time, but I refuse to believe there wasn't another option I could have undertaken. But no one can turn back the clock that is life, and I have to live with it. I hoped that I could make amends secretly, and when next we met, I could have given your heirloom to you, and we could have laughed this whole story off as something that happened off screen, so to speak, and that isn't something that didn't happen on the stage of your grand play. But fate has clearly had other plans, and here we are. But mostly it was shame. I would never be scared of you. I have known you your whole life, and I've only ever wanted the best. It's just that I'm just one woman, and I make mistakes, and just like anyone else, I wish that I didn't.
I'm not mad at you. I am upset. I don't know, I feel like you could have trusted me with this. You could have come to me and talked to me about this. I'm not a kid anymore.
You'll always be a kid to me. And she, like, rubs your head.
I swat at her hands. So... this heirloom thing. You don't know what it is?
No, we can't even open the bag.
Oh.
It's too
And
hot to even
it was
touch.
just on my person?
Yes, it was the only thing when we found you wrapped up. It was the only thing with you. There was no note. There was no necklace, no identifying features, no anything other than that. A bag that, even for us infernal touched, is too hot to even touch without gloves or without protection, and can't be opened by, at the very least, any of us. And clearly not by Fang, seeing as it still isn't opened, and someone curious like that surely would have looked at a prize she received in a deal. So, whatever it is probably only usable by you.
Was I able to touch it?
You were holding it.
I was holding it.
Yeah, well, it was physically on you. Like you were wrapped. Imagine a baby wrapped in a blanket, and it was in the blanket with you. Yeah.
This feels very Kung Fu Panda-esque.
Okay, I wasn't thinking about that, but yeah. It wasn't
Leave me in some radishes.
Okay, no.
From now on,
Is Sai the Dragon Warrior?
She okay,
Yes!
that wasn't the plan. She picked the class.
Did Sai grow up at a soup store?
DreamWorks, we swear we're not trying to infringe.
Dude, Disney will
Are
actually
we even
get...
allowed to mention this right now?
Yeah, we can mention it. I don't want you guys to think that I just copied a Disney movie here. I wrote
don't think
this.
you did.
We might need to cut this.
You
DreamWorks.
It is a piece of art, sir. It's not just a movie.
Oh, you're right. You're right. No one can
It
ever
was
emulate.
fantastic.
It is a lifestyle.
It was
be
life-changing, actually. Anyway.
The only part of
that's-
that lifestyle I follow is his shape,
Yeah.
which is round.
And his love
Yeah.
for dumplings.
Recentering
Oh,
on
wait,
the
Okay.
recentering on
I'm
the
sorry
super
to-
serious
Go
backstory
off track.
moment.
I'm so sorry to derail us, but I was just thinking about it, and I was like, I wonder if I was left in a box of radishes next to a soup store. Or a noodle shop. A soup store?
A jerky
Why are you
shop?
in the soup store?
Oh my god! Stop with the it's memes.
Sorry.
Sai left outside a jerky shop. That's
Yeah.
all we need to know.
Yeah,
Okay, so refocusing.
yeah. Locking in.
So,
Your focus needs more focus.
also, Roll20 kicked me out for some reason.
It's fine. You don't need to see.
That's important.
Womp womp.
Did someone give me to you? It was just me.
Yeah, we found you in this box of radishes. It was weird.
You said to
Copyright.
stop.
I get one.
Copyright.
I'm in charge. I get one. I get one. I'm in charge here. I can make as many references as I want.
So what's the box of jerky?
Yeah, and that being said, that is not what she says. She says,
Okay.
no, actually, way back when I was younger, you were a baby, I was doing odd jobs just to make ends meet, no different than I taught you how to do. And one of them was, she pauses, overseeing a delivery. And I just happened to come across you. Like, you were, I heard crying and off the side of the trail, and I found a baby just maybe 30, 40 feet off the trail in the bushes. You seemed unharmed. You seemed fed. You seemed hydrated. There were no animals attacking you. You were just a baby in a bush on a well-traveled path that nobody had cared to check on, it would seem, or had so recklessly left. There were no tracks, no trail, no cart, no accident site, no dead body that you could have been associated with. You were just there. I may have not have been the best person in my life, especially not in my youth, but I'm no monster. I had to take you with me. And there was never anyone who came forward who mentioned missing a baby tiefling, so we kept you. And history ever since. It's exactly as you recall.
So it was just something to leave behind. Weird. Cool. Love that for me. I don't have any more questions.
That's okay. It's not like we'll never see each other again. Take
I
some
know, but-
time. Think about what's happened. Your life has certainly been a whirlwind. This is probably not an easy day for you. Take some time, travel with your friends, share some drinks, some stories, and next time you come around, maybe you'll have thought of something else.
Mavala. And then Sai steps forward and hugs her.
She reciprocates.
She whispers in Infernal that she misses her.
She whispers back the same.
And then also tells her not to get into any more trouble. Or to keep any more secrets. And steps back. But it's all like teasing and joking.
She smirks at you knowingly. And like as you're leaving as you're leaving like the hug, she goes, "I'm nothing but trouble." And she hands you your coin pouch.
Sneaky.
And winks.
And then I hand her back her coin pouch. Learn from the best.
Too much for the role for that.
Yeah, no, it's cinematic. It's fine. The party watches reciprocal pickpocketing. Yeah, and then
Ew, I hate my lap.
Yeah, she gives like a you get it back. Yeah, and she gives you like a knowing like smirk, and then she waves you off. She's like, "Well, go have fun on your grand adventure, slaying monsters or whatever it is you do now. Be safe."
Slaying monsters. Right. Thanks. And then she goes back to the party.
The party reconvenes.
Okay, so like we're outside the walls now.
I don't know where we are.
Well, now the conversation finished. You're like outside of the Lord's Manor, because that was in that area, and then you could now leave town. You can leave town from any direction. There's no walls, so you could just leave.
As we're walking out, I'm just gonna ask everybody, hey, do you guys feel anything weird when we walked into that room before to meet Fang?
Like, weird how?
I don't know, just felt like did it feel weird at all? Like meeting someone like that?
I mean, were you like intimidated by Fang? Because I can understand like.
Oh God, no.
Like,
I mean, I was sweating a little bit. It was kind of hot in here. Not gonna lie.
If you're talking about like magic, or I didn't sense anything, Brontes.
I didn't cast any spells to sense anything, so no.
Onyx, are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I was just asking. You know, it's a weird circumstance, and then we're town peoples now. We own a town.
I never in my life would have ever expected to ever own a town. That was the. I mean, like saving the world was definitely on the last part, but like owning a town was definitely on the last ever thing.
Speaking of which, does anybody know how this works? Is there gonna be like an announcement that like our names are associated with this town?
Well, this town technically doesn't exist yet.
Yeah.
I imagine not until the
Probably
very
not for a
end.
while. Yeah.
Okay.
Probably not till you
Maybe
guys,
let's get
as
some
the
houses
owners,
first
decide
in
to
the
open
town.
it.
Okay. That's probably good for now. We don't want people knowing exactly where we're going through from.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really want my name on a town just yet.
I don't think I want my name associated with the town for safety reasons.
You don't want to live in the
That's,
Onyx residential district?
Actually, that just sounds like a legitimate residential district.
Bro, that sounds like that actually does.
The Onyx district sounds kind of nice.
Better
we
than the
don't-
Calyx housing or the Calyx depot.
Look, my name will not be on this town if there's anything to say
The
about
Sybil
it.
Shopping Center.
I'd rather kind of run it from the shadows. I don't like.
The Sybil Shopping Center. Do I get a 5-finger discount?
Yeah.
CCC.
Okay, you guys ready to get back to the horses and get on the road?
Yeah, what about the Ataraxian
that I can't remember
Grove?
the name of.
Oh, I like that.
That sounds really cool.
As the
Okay.
party remounts their horses and continues on out past the town, I'll change the map because you're not here anymore. Okay. Now, if you recall, you had traveled approximately 3 hours from the capital to get here, and then you spent a little bit of time meandering, but you haven't really spent all that much time. So I'm just going to wave it off and say it was just conversation, and you still have 5 more hours of travel available for 5 more hours, and then you can you'll get just past the 2 grand bridges that cross the river, and then you can camp out in the woods, or you can delay 2 hours of travel, just not travel, and then you can try to sleep at the fort.
I am kind of curious how everybody's doing. Could we just get a sit rep on them?
Oh, you could
We don't
pass.
have
I
to
mean,
do it though.
you don't have to. Yeah, you could pass through the fort and still check on everybody. It's just, do you want to, like, if you sleep in the fort, you don't need to roll anything. You get to sleep in beds and you're in a defended location. If you sleep in the woods, you're gonna have to camp.
Ooh, camping. Okay.
I think
Well-
let's just go through the Lord's Fingers, double check, see if everything's good, make sure there's been no more issues, and we can continue onward and camp.
Just like a quick sit rep, like,
We
hey,
can-
how's everybody doing? How the whole is everybody feeling better? Just check on everybody.
If we camp too, we can always have me and Bronte take watch because neither of us have to sleep as long as everybody else.
Well, yeah, we'll
You only
figure out
need half
watch in a
as much
bit.
time.
Yeah, we can figure out watch while we're traveling.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys begin your travel on the horses. This is all heavily traveled area, and it's only 3 hours. You've made this journey before with Abigail. After about 3 hours of travel, it is now closer towards past midday, and you arrive at the fort that you once passed. Once you arrive, this time on the other side of the fort, as opposed to the side you came from before, you are met with 2 guards who ask you for identification, to which I assume you show the super cool special pass you got from specifically this fort.
However,
Of course.
do either of you have snacks?
They look at each other and they like pat down their metal armor, and it doesn't have pockets, and they're like, no.
Keep in mind, they're saying this to you're saying this with the mustache on still.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
I was just like picturing that it was drawn on the side of my face, but
Either way, they are only holding weapons. They do not appear to have snacks, but they do recognize the emblem and immediately let you in. And they like wave off. And the people who you recall who once like inspected Abigail's cart, like, albeit haphazardly, they basically just they don't even move. They're like, oh, it's you guys, because it has been what, a day.
yeah.
Yeah, like a day.
They're like, oh, guys, you're back. Like, everyone recognizes you. They're like, those are those guys.
Yeah, like, hey Jim, how
Yeah.
how is everybody feeling better?
Yeah, it's super casual, and like you don't recognize you don't see the leader of the fort or anything like that, but you do recognize a few of the soldiers, and one of them specifically, he's like not on crutches, but he's on, imagine medieval crutches. And
The old stick.
he's like he's like relearning how to walk with help of like a medic. You could tell he's probably been in bed for a really long time, and so he's got to kind of get his legs back. And it's like, and you see there's a couple of those guys in the courtyard because it's a pretty nice day, and you see it looks like there's some sort of rehab happening. And one of the soldiers will tell you like, yeah, it's weird. Like literally yesterday, like 500 extra soldiers showed up from the capital. Sorcerers, medics, spearmen. They didn't even say they were coming, but they're really competent, and they're working through everyone who is sick. Now that nobody more is getting sick because you guys fixed the rats, they're all good. We should be good by the end of the week.
Perfect. I'm glad to hear it. I'm
That's
happy you guys are
awesome.
doing better.
Yeah.
And you got the support you guys were waiting for without any more issues.
I'm glad we could help too. At least what little we did.
I mean, we did spend all that time in the sick wing.
Yeah, but it was one night.
Hey, to them it meant a lot because they were, dying.
Well, Sai doesn't know how to take compliments, so
Fair enough. Yeah. But yeah, every soldier you ask will be like, yeah, it's crazy. As soon as you guys left, like everyone we could ever ask for, just like without even telling us they were coming, just showed up.
Huh.
I just knocked everything off my desk.
Yeah, they're dead.
Yeah, just showed up like a huge bolster of like soldiers, medics, sorcerers, or like not sorcerers, mages, like combat mages. They all just showed up like literally the next day, and they're like, "Oh, cool! This solves like literally all our problems." That's crazy. Don't know why they couldn't have done that before, but hey, I'll take it.
Right.
Wonder why that happened.
Bureaucracy.
Anyway,
Anyways. Oh, I'm
I
sorry,
would.
guys. Did we decide if we were passing through or staying the night? I'm talking to the party.
Passing
What?
through.
passing
Passing
through.
through.
We should definitely.
Either way, I hope things keep going up and they're here to like help everybody out, get everybody back on their feet. Hopefully it'll be like, what, are they thinking like a week, maybe a month of rehab?
It depends based on how long you've been sick, but most people, the majority of people, we should be back at 100% capacity within like a week. Few
Glad to hear it.
stragglers.
Next time we're here, we'll definitely stop by and maybe bring some drinks with us.
Oh, the boys would like that.
You guys take care. We're off over to Orange Bloom. You have any tips along the path? Any information you could give?
Yeah.
Anything to watch out for?
Yeah, that path. Isn't that where all those caravans have been disappearing?
Well,
Yeah, but they caught the guy who did it, I heard.
Ah, cool. Then you should be fine. Just don't go in the
Okay.
mountains.
the
Yeah,
mountains.
the plan is to go around them.
Yeah. Trolls, man. They'll get you.
Can't go through it. Can't go over it.
Going around it.
Onyx says
Oh,
from the
you
back
tell
of
me
the
somebody
party.
else read that book as a kid.
Onyx didn't. Doesn't exist in this world. I just decided that.
Right.
Fuck you, ruined my childhood again, don't you? I was already a slave,
Yeah.
damn it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what he'll say. He'll be like, oh, well, the caravans, but mainly he'll tell you to avoid the mountains because of trolls.
Okay.
Okay, we should probably take a little wider on our journey. Maybe a couple miles to the side of the hidden tomb. I'm talking to everybody else here.
Okay.
Lean a little closer to the river.
Yeah, a little closer to the riverside.
Wait, you don't think we could take on a troll?
I think we
No.
have enough on our plate as is.
Guys, they don't know about the river trolls.
The what now?
Let's.
Okay, and let's continue our journey.
And they continue. You have a few
Well-
more hours left of daylight before you need to stop and make camp. As I said, you make it to about here with your last like 2-3 hours of travel because that didn't take all that long. And the sun begins to set on your first night camping in the wilds. I assume you make camp, you set up your tents, you all have different kits and whatnot. Food and water is not needed because like half of your party is Outlanders and you have enough food to feed like literally 30 people. So you're good, you're well fed, well hydrated, and you make your first camp at night. I just need to know I just need to know the watch orders.
Real
So-
quick.
Oh,
This
so
goes-
me?
Clarify
So-
how this works. Sorry.
Yeah, how it works. There are 3 watches, 2 hours each. Everybody needs a long rest is 8 hours. Everyone needs at least 6 hours of sleep, unless you're an elf or a half elf. Then you only need 4, but you still need 6 hours of restful activity. So you're gonna have however many people you want. There's gonna be 3 watch shifts of 2 hours each. That'll be your 2 non-sleeping hours. And then, obviously, if the elves are not watching, they can do 2 hours of mundane activity. It cannot be stressful.
I think it's safe
Fuck
to
that.
say that me and Bronte should both take a watch since we need less rest than the rest of you.
I think
Well, I'll take
Cole and I could take the first shift.
So you're just gonna.
I'll do third
Okay, I'll
shift
go
because
with
I'm kind of
Felix.
an early
Why are you
riser.
both taking a shift?
So he can talk to himself.
Also, that
Well, I
would
mean,
be-
they do have important things to discuss. I mean, Cole hasn't stopped talking the entire time.
Yeah, right? That being said, for
Cole and
clarity,
I-
you don't have to, like, roleplay on watch. You could just say the watch happens. Like, you don't feel the need to say stuff.
I's going to bed.
Yeah, Sai sleeps. through
Okay,
first
bye.
watch.
I was gonna say, if you guys really don't need much rest, if you fall asleep now, then you could always join me, Sai, and I on our final shift. Anyways, I'm going to bed.
It was
Okay.
whatever.
Cole and Onyx will start the shift. Start the first shift.
Okay, then
Is everybody
then,
else asleep?
then the elves begin their trance. Everyone else goes to sleep. Cole and Onyx, you sit by a fire as the last bits of light start to fade out. Both of you need to roll perception checks.
Oh boy.
Oh shoot. Okay. Wait.
Bro,
Give me a
surprised he needed to watch on his watch. Like what?
No. Skill or saving throw?
Perception.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Skills.
Wait. Why did it? Did I have?
No, that's 10. Yeah.
Why did I have a charisma save there too?
You
clicked
rolled that
a
earlier
while
on
ago.
accident.
Okay. Perception. Wow, we are horrible.
Yikes. Okay, great. Paired.
As your watch progresses, and you guys kind of, as brothers do, you chatter about lost times and you stoke the fire, add wood. Every now and then, someone needs to get up and scrounge around for extra sticks and tinder just to keep it going. The little things that, when you do when you're camping, whittle, something to keep your mind sharp. And over the course of your watch...
Onyx, the elderly brother, would be the one doing most of the...
He gets fire rights. He gets to poke. He gets the big stick.
No, he's the one grabbing the little tinder and stuff, leaving Cole by the fire. Because I also have dark vision. He does not.
This is true.
We need a lantern.
Guys made the guy with no dark vision watch at night.
With his brother, damn it.
Fair enough. Yeah, over the course of your watch, though, with a 10 and 7, you guys don't notice anything. The time passes peacefully, and at the end of your watch, you can wake up whoever the next shift was, which I believe was the elves.
Yo, elfies.
What the fuck?
Are you waking up?
That was very racist.
Yeah, what?
Sire,
How would you like it, Teefies?
Yeah, yo, devil skins, what's up?
Size ear switch in her sleep.
Don't get your Teefy Weefies in a bunch.
Your teefy weefies will be on the fucking floor if you keep mouthing off.
Whatever, go to
Hey,
bed, bro.
If you get a fight, it restarts your rest. Don't throw a punch.
Someone's cranky wanky.
Alright, so me and Brontes are on watch then.
Yep, you're on watch.
Onyx and Cole
I
are
need
passing out.
2 perception checks as Onyx and Cole go to bed.
Damn.
Better watch it than you, bitch.
Better combined, actually.
Damn.
Holy shit!
Dude, the elves are on it. So you guys lock in, and you're like, we are absolutely not getting jumped tonight. We've had enough of this. And you are like searchlights in the dark. Brontes creates magical lights that erode out the darkness, giving you extra vision. Ataraxia tunes her senses to the wilds. Yeah, to the wilds. And you spend the entirety of your watch absolutely honed in. You are 100% confident that over the course of your watch, you hear nothing. You are just out in the plains of the Empire. You see no grass move that isn't the wind. You hear no sounds of animals. You hear no birds chirp as it is night. You simply watch the moon and the stars, and time passes.
Cool.
So if you want to roleplay, this is when you roleplay.
Yeah. What's up?
How's it going?
We're like literally looking at each other across the room right now.
They're so locked in, they're just reading each other's minds.
Yeah.
No words to be had.
Nyom.
Nothing.
Like I said, you don't have to say anything.
I don't.
You have had a very long, very eventful day. You can simply take a watch. So at the end of your
Watch is
watch,
over.
you go and awake the last 2 members for watch. The little tiefling and large orc who said they would take last watch. Ataraxia, as you go to wake the 2 who are on next watch, you wake Calyx without issue. It is fairly simple. He's a light sleeper. He seems to have been very accustomed to travel, sleeping on the road, so to speak. He wakes up with no issue. He gets ready, goes to the fire. When you go to awake Sai, you notice a very similar scene. She is once again covered in sweat, and she appears to be having some kind of nightmare.
Oh shit.
Damn it, Sai.
Oh shit, here we go
I'm
again.
going to like roughly shake her shoulder and call her name to try to wake her up out of it.
How roughly is roughly?
Yeah, what?
Not enough to hurt her, but enough to like maybe wake her up.
Like, would you
Like,
say
I
it's
mean, like,
forcefully?
sure?
Sai, go ahead, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
I was looking for a 15. So, Sai,
Oh,
you,
No!
you go to bed, and you're like, okay, another night on the road. It's not my first one. And you go to bed. And it's hard to remember. But, like, you once again feel yourself. Like, you feel like you're in that battlefield again. You hear the screams you always hear, and you hear the sounds of death and destruction and the smells of blood. And even though you're unconscious, you feel once again that, like, pain in your chest that you first felt when that weird mark first appeared on your chest the other day, or the other night, I should say. And it's just like this weird cacophony of senses that torments you for seemingly forever. And then, like, the world kind of shakes and, like, rattles apart, and you are, like, forced awake. You're terrified in this, like, weird jolting sensation, and there is immediately one of those creatures, like, on top of you. And they have their tentacles around your shoulders, and they're like shaking you.
Oh, I hate you for this so much. I think I know exactly what you're doing.
oh fuck.
Shocking grass cantrip immediately.
No!
You have to roll to hit. She is not wearing metal because she's a druid. She's not allowed to, so you do not have advantage.
Question. So I'm trying to. Is it at disadvantage because Sai's asleep?
She's not asleep anymore. She just woke up.
Yeah, fair.
Sure,
Okay, I'm sorry.
sure. You know what? Sure, you're
He's
groggy.
in delirium right
You're
now.
groggy and delirious. Roll at disadvantage.
How do I roll?
Just roll twice. Take the lowest.
At the top where it says advantage, normal, and disadvantage, if you click disadvantage first and then roll, it'll roll with disadvantage.
Oh god.
Ataraxia, does 12 hit your AC? I do not think it does.
It does. It beats it.
Yeah, damn, it does. We got to work on that. So, Ataraxia, you see Sai having this nightmare, and you're like, oh, well, it's her watch. I got to wake her up, and you start like shaking her. You watch her.
No, I knew. I tried to wake her up because I knew she was having a nightmare. I was trying to make sure she snapped out of it.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. And then you.
It's happening. It's happening whether you want it to or not.
So you shake. You're like, oh, hey, Sai, wake up, come on. And you see Sai's eyes open, and you don't see like you're like, oh, Sai, yeah, Sai's eyes. Once again, you see those like weird eyes. The eyes you saw for like a quarter of a second when Fang held up that little bag, and you guys all passed your perception checks, and you saw has like her eyes blacked over, and like, I didn't hear what you said. What were you saying?
He didn't.
One person failed.
Oh, well, unimportant. And as I was saying, and then you watch as her eyes kind of like slit vertically, and they changed color, and they looked almost reptilian. Her eyes open up, and you see those like pseudo reptilian eyes, and a hand darts out towards you and grabs your arms that are shaking her, and you feel this intense electrifying shock run through your body. Roll damage.
Oh god.
Okay.
I'm scared.
Please don't be a lot.
That's a cantrip. It does 1d8. I think you'll be fine.
I know, but it's still like.
Let's want to use your
I don't have a lot to begin with.
1 damage. You feel.
Thank God.
You feel like the equivalent of like just like a static shock, like a little bit of friction, like almost the innate electrical energy of Sai as she like grabs you in panic, and it runs up your arms and it makes all your hair stand on end. And then in that brief second, like her eyes go back to normal, and she starts looking around like almost kind of panicked, and she actually like wakes up and she looks around and she sees where she is.
So when I get shocked, I'm gonna jump back a little bit and I'm gonna go, Sai, it's me.
Sai kind of like scoots backwards a little bit, like, you know, like scrambles or whatever. Her chest is breathing, like she's breathing really heavy or whatever, and like she sees you, but like it takes her a moment to realize that it's you. What? I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Are you okay?
No. No. I'm not.
Was it another nightmare?
Yeah. It was. The same sort of thing. The battlefield, the fighting, the screaming, the blood. And then when I woke up, I guess it was you, but I didn't see you.
What do you mean you didn't see me? Like you couldn't see, or like you saw something else?
Uh, it was one of the monsters pinning me down.
Wow, well, that would explain why you attacked me.
I don't think you should touch me when I'm like that. I don't even
Understood.
think you should try and wake me up.
You just want to suffer through that, though? Like, this seems...
And what? Suffer through it or shock you to death? Or hurt you? You'd rather I hurt you than endure what that is. Because I wouldn't.
Don't end up like
It was a little shock.
Yeah, but what if next time it's not?
I still
Magic's
don't think you should
unstable.
have to suffer
This-
through those nightmares. I'm sure we can find a way to wake you up from those nightmares that doesn't include harm to anybody else. But it's not fair to you either to have to suffer that.
Okay. Okay.
I think you should take a... I think you should take a minute before you take your watch to...
I'm
Center
fine.
yourself.
It's gone now. I'm okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Thanks for
Okay.
helping me. And
Anytime.
I'm sorry I did that to you.
It's fine. I just might need some water to get my hair back where it should be.
Right.
After a moment of jovial respite, eventually, Sai centers herself and takes her watch. The two elves can return to their trance. And then now Sai and Calyx will take their watch, and about an hour or so in, both elves will wake up and be kind of meandering around the camp.
Okay. Fair enough.
Question. I hit the long rest button after I took that damage. Do I?
Well, you don't press the long rest button until I say that you finished the long rest, in case you get attacked during it.
Oh, well,
Did you already press it?
Sorry. I already pressed it.
That's fine. Just put the number. Well, once this long rest finishes, just everything will be the same. Just add the 1 health back if you don't get attacked.
So my question was, like, because that technically happened during the long rest, do I lose that 1 health, or am I gonna get it when the long rest is over?
You're gonna get it when the long rest ends, but if, like, hypothetically, like, let's say Wolf attacks you right now, you wouldn't have it because you haven't finished. The
Yeah,
rest.
I would subtract it again, and yeah. Okay.
And then I just need perception checks from Calyx and Sai.
What's up?
Let me roll that first before I ask my question. Because I'm gonna try and say something.
Oh yeah. Just I need to know the number for.
Yeah. And did I hear what Sai said to Ataraxia or no?
Well, like you were right there.
It's a fabric
but
tent.
he's-
I mean.
Oh.
Okay, I'm just like making sure.
I didn't know we were intense. I thought we were just like sleeping around the fire. I'm not gonna lie.
So
Well,
did
you guys have like you guys bought camping stuff. I assume tents were part of it.
I had bedrolls. I didn't.
I just had a bedroll.
Oh, in that case, there's no tents. So yeah, they were standing right there. You watched it all happen.
Okay. Okay then. So as Calyx is kind of poking at the fire, making sure it's still going, making sure it has enough sticks and everything like that, he's gonna look over to Sai and ask, I'm sorry, did I hear you say a battlefield or a war?
Bronte will also look over intrigued.
Sai looks up
I was
from.
waiting until after like everybody went to sleep. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're
Well,
still
you-
you're
Well,
still
no, they're awake.
technically
like,
asleep.
Oh, then I didn't realize what was
Oh,
happening because
Well, it's like a
heard you
3-hour
say-
watch, and you technically need 4 hours of trance. So like 1 hour into this watch, you'll be done with your trance, but you still technically need like one more hour. So he's
I
doing
didn't
this while
realize
you're
that you
still
had
asleep.
swapped. Okay, got it. That makes more sense. I was under leave. So.
Sai was like gazing off kind of like into the distance and then turns to look at Calyx. Do you remember when we attuned to our items?
Yes, kind of hard to forget if I'm being honest.
Well, the vision, I don't even know anymore if it's a vision or if it really happened the way that it happened, but I was standing at the edge of a cliff, gazing out across this horribly bloody and I don't really have the words to describe it. I could smell the rot, the blood. And I was watching the Dragon General fight. I think whatever it was that gave him that wound that pierced his scales. And it was I'm not very good at describing what it looks like, so
That's okay. You can take your time. The fire and I aren't going anywhere.
this might not make any sense to you, but it was somehow empty, but not. It was this giant monstrosity. Black with shadowy tendril. Right? I'm not describing this wrong.
Oh yeah, well, it was a large, like 20 or 30-foot bipedal creature. It had 4
Yeah.
arms, 2 of which were like shaped into bone sides, 2 of which were like black shadowy tentacles. It was covered
Yeah.
in blood, spikes, and the bodies of the dead, and it was constantly oozing black ichor from like different orifices that
okay.
it was used as like an acid projectile.
Thank you. Sorry.
For those at home, it's a Swarmlord. Think of Swarmlord from Warhammer 40,000.
So Sai kind of describes that. And then at the end of it, it turned and looked at me. Not around me, not through me. It looked at me. Like it knew I was there. Which has to be impossible, because this war happened before I even existed.
I mean,
But
I don't mean to scare you, but that doesn't sound too impossible to me. Even in my vision, I lived an entire life. I lived somebody else's life. And at the very end, I came face to face with what I could only call as a monstrosity. Granted, it sounds like mine was a little bit more talkative than yours.
talkative.
Yeah, we spoke for a bit. In the end, he said that he was entrusting his friend's soul to me. At least that's what I think this shield is, and he kind of holds up the shield with this bright red gem in it. This shield, though, is now a mix of his friend's life, my father's life, as well. I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to be doing. If anything, I feel more lost than ever before right now. But one thing that always helps me, though, is just maintenance. Just fixing the broken things. You see, and Calyx is gonna pull out his whetstone and his oils and everything, and he goes, "Maintenance. This is something my father taught me. You think it's just keeping the rust off, but no. It's about taking all the chaos of the day, of the week, of the adventure, and forcing it back into order. He's going to take the time and he's going to gently, like, oil his sword, and he's going through this whole process. You take this mess of wood and steel and you just focus on one tiny thing at a time. The edge, the smooth glide of the shield, the weight of it. You control that one thing right here, right now. And that darkness that you feel inside you from the nightmares that just don't stop, it feeds on your panic. It feeds on all the things we can't fix, all the screams you can't stop. This grease, this oil, the whetstones, they ground you. They give you a task that has a beginning, a middle, and a perfect clean end. When my hands are busy doing something good, something necessary, my mind can't wander back into that past life, into my own past life. It doesn't make the memories go away, but it kind of gives you something to stand behind. And he's going to kind of hand the whetstone and the oil over to Sai, and he's going to pull out a second one. Just take a moment with me, and just let's keep the darkness at bay for a little bit longer.
Sai takes it from him. Kind of goes. Didn't expect such wise words from our resident slugger, but I appreciate this.
Calyx is going to let out like a deep laugh and I go, well, they're not my words. They're my father's.
Well,
Yeah,
he's not
he
here
always
right
taught
now.
me he's not here anymore. You're right.
But it's you who's telling me these words, and I'm grateful to him for you. Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh no, it's quite all right. We got a long shift together before everybody else wakes up, because Calyx does not know everybody's gonna wake up in an hour, or two people are gonna wake up in an hour. And be like, it's okay. We'll just kind of sit here, keep the darkness at bay, and keep everyone safe. We can polish away the darkness piece by piece, and he's gonna laugh a little bit at his own joke.
Yeah. So you're taking the time to like go through and like just do kind of like performatory weapon maintenance and stuff, but almost like as a something to focus on.
Exactly, something to like. It's not taking all of the attention. It's not like any arduous something.
You're still actively like also watching. You're just kind of also keeping your hands busy.
Correct, and I'm also gonna like give Sai some tips on like maintaining her daggers and everything, how to make the edge a little bit sharper, how to keep it a little bit nicer.
While you're undergoing like doing this and working through your emotions and teaching her, neither of you notice anything particularly noticeable out in the fields that you're in. Just more grass. As your watch progresses, like a little bit of light starts to break over the horizon. As you can tell, dawn will be very, very soon. You hear, Ataraxia and Brontes begin to stir as you can see that their trance has abruptly ended and they are moving as though they are done trancing. And then they begin to kind of wake up again for the second time this shift.
Good morning. Do you guys want to make breakfast, or do you want me to?
When Addie's not here at the second, she's on her way back upstairs.
Do we just have like a bunch of good berries, or do we have any meat or anything from our Outlanders?
When you were like setting up,
collect.
When you were setting up like camp, the Outlanders is when they do their thing. So whether they hunted small game, collected berries, collected fresh water, edible roots, made a stew, all that kind of stuff, it's the same, like, you've kept this fire kind of going. It's the same warm gruel that you had at night, but reheated and edible.
Okay, gotcha. Perfect. Don't have to do anything.
Nope.
Are Cole and Onyx awake yet, or?
No, you're humans.
No, you're still sleeping.
Well, I wasn't sure exactly how.
Should have been a half elf.
Which
bitch.
Actually reminds me, because I was not by my computer last session. What is the girl's name?
Did what was it, Sire Ataraxia who got it out of her?
Thought I wrote it down.
You did, but I don't.
Yeah,
have
but
it.
did she tell you? Is what I'm trying to think. I don't think she ever said anything.
I,
'Cause you
yeah,
talked
but
to
I
her
feel
privately.
like along the way, I would have told.
Yeah, or we wouldn't just call her girl the entire
Yeah.
time.
Hey,
I'm
you.
not
I do not have
Kratos.
it written down.
Boy.
Well, yeah, this is the important question then. Who wrote it down? I said it.
I thought I did, but I don't have it.
Dan, it sounds like you've forgotten her name. You're gonna have to ask her again. She's gonna hate that.
Thanks for that.
No. She didn't give you a real name, remember?
Yeah, what was her fake name?
Reject.
Oh,
Oh. Yeah, I remember that.
Reggie.
I don't think that's a
I
girl.
don't know if she's gonna appreciate that one.
You don't know how much she'll appreciate Reject either.
okay then. Fair enough. Well, this is something I'm gonna have to process over
Yeah.
the next couple minutes.
I wasn't like.
the half elves are awake, so I mean, you guys can do anything that's like considered a mundane activity.
Half elf.
Yeah. So if you wanted to read something, or you wanted to, like for Brontes,
And-
if you wanted to, like if you had paper and spells and a spell scroll, you could transcribe spells. You could do stuff like that.
Can Sai draw a mustache on Calyx?
The
Calyx is
only other
currently awake
person
and
awake.
looking at you.
Yeah. Well, no, he wasn't looking at me. The conversation seemed to be done when I was given a whetstone, so.
Fine. You know what? Sure. Sleight of hand. Calyx perception check with advantage because you notice the sound of the whetstone stop suspiciously.
I never said I did it! Okay, whatever.
Well, you
sleight
don't
of
have
hand-
to roll for it then if you're not.
Oh, she rolled for it. Yeah, Calyx, it doesn't
Oh.
matter. Your passive perception is way higher than 8. So you're like, why did she stop doing the whetstone? And then you just see like a little brush come in through the side of your vision, and you're like, yep, that's her. What do you do?
Calyx is going to wait until the ink touches his skin. He's going to stare at her and go, I guess you really don't need to keep the darkness at bay, huh? You just really don't stop ever, do you?
You fucking failure.
I have no idea.
Brontes
what you're
is just gonna
talking
turn
about.
around because he heard
And
both of them
also,
stop.
You never let me finish explaining what I was explaining last night, so you'll never know. And then she draws the mustache
Yeah.
and then runs away.
What do you mean?
and
And
with
he's going to yell that into the
Yeah.
woods, I guess.
and with
Sorry,
the
fucking-
and
Oh,
with
God.
the antics of the night completed, the entire series of washes has completed, and nothing seemingly happened. Eventually, your your one tiefling and other human companion wake up.
Oh my god, I could have drawn a mustache on. Can I draw a mustache
No,
on
too late. He woke up. I just
That's
said
what I
it.
thought you were
Oh
gonna do.
my
Can I
Also, what I
do
thought
it?
you were gonna do. They wake
He's not
up.
here, so it's not as fun.
It's fine. They wake
Why
up.
would I do it when he's not here? No point.
He
Because
did it
trust
to
me,
you and he
knows
wasn't here.
everything that's
That
going
was
on.
different.
Breakfast is eaten. You guys pack up everything. It's like 6 a.m. It's like sunrise, and you can begin the next day of your journey.
Calyx washes off the ink before anything else.
Most importantly, though,
Sai
now that we're
writes-
you first.
I was gonna say, Sai writes in a notebook exactly what they dreamed about when Addie woke them up.
Okay. And then now that you guys actually get like your first full day of travel, because it's not broken up by going to places, you guys get to pick what your travel speed's going to be. So are you going to go at your normal speed of 24 miles a day? Are you going to go slow and be stealthy and go 18 miles a day? Or are you going to go like maximum speed and go 30 miles a day?
I think
Normal.
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 Normal and taking it a little wide around that hidden
Normal
tomb.
and a little wide. Then someone, because what we're going to do is now that we've had your first night, every night in the wilderness is going to be the same. You're not going to roleplay every single night. So that was your first big night as a party in the wilderness. I now need someone for this next leg of the journey, for the daytime, to roll me a d6.
You do it.
I think.
It could be
someone just said they were
anybody.
gonna do it.
Oh, Onyx did.
Oh.
A 6. As you go through this travel, you're traveling through a series of plains. It's relatively flat up until you hit the mountains and hill area, which you guys can see out towards your north. You travel for 8 hours at a normal speed. You keep an eye out. You're looking around. You don't notice anything particularly noticeable with your passive perceptions. And after about 8 hours of travel, you watch as the sun begins to set on the other end. Well, not set, but you can tell the sun is going down and that you'll have to make camp soon. And it seems that throughout this day, nothing has happened. And you
Can we,
and you go a little wide.
Sorry.
So you go over here. And then for nighttime, it will be the same. It is now, you guys set up camp just like you did the other day. And now I need someone to roll me a d6 for the night.
D6.
I got it. Oh.
Do it. No, you do
Okay.
it.
Can we come up with a name that's not reject for the girl, please? Can we like convince her at some point?
Well, you guys could talk. If you could give her a nickname.
I want to
I'm not
talk to
gonna
her,
tell
but
you.
I don't want to derail us anymore.
You could just say that I'm going
Why?
to start. You could just say like I'm starting with this nickname. I'm going to start calling her toddler, like whatever. Like you could just do it.
I'll
Flower.
think on it. Yeah, let's call her Flower. I like it.
Ow.
I'm calling a council real quick before the night. What's the nickname that we're gonna stick with?
Flower.
I want to make sure
Oh,
everybody's
I'm
on
already
board
finding
with
her
Flower.
Why don't you ask her what she would want?
When we asked
Okay.
her what her name was, she told us it was Reject. So
So we're just coming up with a little nickname for right now.
Sai asks.
Okay, if she wants to be called
Her-
Reject,
if-
I'll call her Reject.
do not call her
You are
Reject.
not calling
If
her
that's
reject.
what she
If you
wants
call her
to be
reject,
called.
I will use Shocking Grass Cantrip on you, and I will not be sorry about it.
If that's what she wants to be called, I'm not going to call someone by
That's
a name.
not
that
what
they
she
don't
wants
feel
to be
belongs
called.
to
That's
them.
what she thinks her name was because she was
6
probably
years
abused,
old.
asshole.
Okay,
Anyway,
but I'm also not going to
Sai-
just assign a name.
Sai
If she's
asks.
okay with it, fine.
Sai asks.
If she needs to be okay with, you decided to give her a name.
Sai asks if she would like to be called Flower because Sai likes flowers and they're pretty and she's pretty.
Onyx is the most autistic person I've ever met.
God damn it.
Guys, that's not her name. You can't just give someone a nickname. You have to ask him permission. Her name's Reject. Fucking Addie. It's because she was abused, asshole. Well, we don't know. It's like fucking idiot. So fucking funny. I don't think I've ever met someone in my life who picked their nickname.
So yeah, about Sai going up to her and saying, "Hey, can I call you Flower because you're pretty?"
And flowers are pretty and you're a pretty person.
She doesn't like have like a full conversation, but you see when you say when you give her like a legitimate compliment, you see that she kind of like puts her hands together, and you can see that she kind of blushes a bit, and she appears to have liked being complimented for
Okay,
once.
You're Flower. And then Sai turns to Onyx, makes dead eye contact, throws him the finger, and sets up the campsite. Or
That's
whatever.
acceptable enough to me. I just needed confirmation before we just, made our own decisions.
Sai's a little
Kids
sleep
should get
deprived.
to make their decisions. We
Little
shouldn't be making
irritated.
decisions for kids themselves.
Okay, Golden Boy.
I vote Onyx and Sai take a shift tonight.
Yes. No, please.
What did
No,
he
please.
say?
I also vote the same.
What
I'll
was
take the
vote
shift
for?
with Cole.
What was the vote for?
It's Flower.
To let Sai sleep in tomorrow morning, and not get woken up in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Why would we do that?
Poke her
Though?
with a really long stick.
Okay, let Onyx wake me up. Guys, let Onyx
Yeah.
wake me up. Just let it happen. He's gonna learn one way or another. It'll happen. And if it has to be the hard way, then it has to be the hard way. I warned you. And he's wearing metal, so it'll
Wait,
be a lot
guys,
worse.
what happened? Did something happen last night?
You didn't wake
Calyx
up?
goes to bed.
Nah, you're good.
Hold on, guys. Hey, guys. I still have to address the 5 in the room. Can we not go to bed?
No, fine.
I had you roll that. now,
Address
too.
the 5. I'm sorry.
So, as you guys are ending your travel for the day, and you go to establish a place to make camp, you notice in front of you, like right where you're about to camp, there's actually a bit of runoff, like almost like an unmarked branch of the river to your right, has kind of like almost deviated either through heavy rain or through some kind of flooding, or maybe the activity of animals like a fantasy beaver or something. But it has created this sort of floodplain as you opted to go kind of more away from the hills and more towards where the river is. And it's almost created this sort of like pseudo swamp marshland. You think it's going to be extremely difficult or dangerous to attempt to camp here. you're going to have to navigate around or through it in some way before you can rest. So, how do you intend to handle that? Or do you just want to sleep in the swamp and see what happens?
I don't think sleeping
I
in
don't
the
think I
swamp is a
want
good
to sleep
idea.
in the
I
swamp.
don't want to sleep in the swamp.
Hey, Calyx,
Mhm.
do you mind carrying me?
No.
Is our real quick? Is our
We get
cart
plowed.
okay right now, or did we like stop before we entered the
You
swamp
stopped
with our
before you
cart?
entered it, but you're going to have to. This is a skill challenge. You're going to have to navigate this swamp with all your equipment and horses and intelligence, and tell me what you're doing, and then I will assign roles to it. And if you pass, you navigate the swamp, and if you fail, things might get lost in the swamp.
How
I'm gonna
strong is a
look at
giant spider?
I'm sorry, what?
How strong is a giant spider?
I don't know. What's the strength score?
I gotta look. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't have a memorized.
I'm gonna look at Sai and like, you can climb on only if you promise to keep an eye out for anything dangerous and not
hold
draw a
on.
mustache
Can
on
you
me.
use the papoose for the girl for flower.
Yeah, I'll just carry 2 people. I have the strength for that.
I figured she was on one of the carts, but okay.
Yeah,
I have a
no,
strength of 14.
Oh, right. We have carts and horses.
Cool.
guys.
You're still weaker than the 2 strongest members of this party.
That's ridiculous.
Um,
Is there anything else I could turn into that's stronger than that?
I think a bear is, like grizzly bear's 17, 18.
Is that useful at this moment for me to do that?
Well, it depends. It
I
depends. It
I
depends.
ask the
yeah.
party.
The way
it
this,
depends on
yeah.
what you want to do.
Yeah, the way this works as a skill, I'll peel the curtain back. The way
Can
this
I
works as a
text
skill
you,
challenge.
Ophis?
Well, you could just say. I mean, the way this works is you're gonna tell me above board, like, here's what I want Ataraxia to do, and then based on what you tell me, I'll decide what the role is and how hard that is. If you succeed, it's 1 success. If you fail, it's a fail. 3 successes, you pass with no problems. 3 fails, you fail with problems. Is kind of how this works.
Okay. So yeah, no, I don't think we need to go into bear mode yet.
So who
If
who
we
wants to
come
do the
across any
first leg?
challenges, Could like me and Sai tag team it, Sai on perception and me
Yeah.
doing what has
Yeah.
to be done.
I was gonna say maybe we send the 2 with like good perception and stuff with Cole and Sai.
Hey, Sai. Yes,
Mhm.
yes you can.
I really?
Yeah. You gotta describe it though. Unless you don't want to, I've got one, but it's all you.
I can use it though.
Yeah, you can use it. That's that ability you can use the way I have it written on your sheet. Like that's usable.
Okay.
But it's just like it works the way it's written though. So for sake of like the distance for everything.
Yeah.
Question:
Okay.
Does Calyx feel a sense of dread? Just asking.
From this swamp, no, you've seen worse swamps because you're
I'm talking about the person who's currently
Whatever
on my
Sai
shoulders.
is about to do.
no, you've had worse people on your shoulders.
So
Uh,
should I
Wait,
make the
what?
roll? I should make the roll first, right?
Well, yeah, you make the roll.
Okay. Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. So at first, Sai's just kind of like squinting into the forest, kind of trying to make, or into the swamp, trying to make heads or tails of like the situation of what's happening. And I guess Calyx would feel it, kind of like this, like humming, like you know how like your skin buzzes, or like when the speakers are so loud you can feel the vibrations.
yeah.
So you kind of sort of feel that. And then anyone who is either like looking at Sai or looking in their direction kind of sees like flashes of little electric sparks around her cheeks and eyes. And then I don't know, I guess like the eyes kind of shift kind of similarly to what like Ophis described, which was like the pupils form into slits. And then like the kind of like the sparks of magic I feel like continue to dance along the cheeks and around her eyes.
Okay. As the party watches this, Sai didn't think you were going to use this quickly. You notice a few things that you may have not have noticed before. So, within 30 feet, you can see everything. You look at
What?
Calyx, you look at Brontes, you look at Ataraxia, you look at yourself, and you look at no, that's everybody, and Nicole because I forget he's not here. He's here, but he's not here.
Right.
And you see through them, like they almost become translucent with your ability, and you see past them onto alternative planes of existence. So you see through them, through the ethereal, through the spiritual, as is the nature of your sight. And you notice each of them has this little flame, this little colored flame, like in their chest and their core, glowing to different variations, different colors, different attributes, but you notice it nonetheless.
Mm-hmm.
Except you don't notice it on Onyx. It's just not there.
Shit.
And moreover, you don't notice it on the girl.
Oh shit!
Second, way more important thing, you look back at Onyx and you see what appears to be a, call it 3-foot eyeball covered in tentacles. It is currently wrapped around him and sitting on his shoulder, and the eyeball is staring at him and all of you, and it's constantly blinking and moving, and it's leaking this like black goo, and he appears to have not seen it at all.
Sai freezes. First of all, this is a lot of information to be thrown at once. Onyx,
Yeah.
don't move.
Calyx immediately draws a sword and turns around.
When you say
Don't look. Look away.
Calyx looks away.
Pretend you saw nothing.
Calyx is giving Sai a weird look.
Ew.
There
What
is
is going on?
What kind of?
Can I assume this is a beholder? Do I know what that is?
It is not. It's not a beholder. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay, cool.
Don't freak out. It's not a beholder.
I was like, what is that?
You're like level 4. It's
There's
not a
no
beholder.
way.
No, but
Okay.
I know what it is, but I don't know what it is.
I'll say this. You can roll an Arcana check to know if maybe you know what this is, but it's unlikely. It's very difficult for you because you're not classically trained in magic.
Okay.
That's actually really good. You don't know like specifically the name, like because you don't know like spell names or ability names or magical effects. You just know magical feelings. This thing is some sort of creation as a result of some sort of divination spell. It is not illogical to assume it's not actually there, which is why probably Onyx hasn't noticed it or felt it. It's more than likely acting as a relay or a sensor for some kind of spell. So it's in some capacity, it's feeding information back somewhere somehow.
Relay for a spell.
It's a spy.
Sorry, I'm still standing still.
I'm sorry. Perhaps know any divine spells of any kind?
Can I use Divine Sense?
You can't? You activate Divine Sense?
Yeah.
You detect aberration within 30 feet of you, not behind total cover.
Do I have any like sense of what is it exactly? Sorry.
Click Divine Sense too, just so we could read it. But I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Don't
I'm just sorry.
freak out. It's a
What-
giant eyeball.
1 sec, so I could just read this. I can't
Oh no,
focus.
you know, it's with 60 feet, and also it does say you know the location. You detect the essence of aberration. Oh, actually, no, it actually doesn't even work on aberration. You detect nothing. I'm sorry. It's only celestial, fiend, and undead.
Okay, sorry. I continue.
Um,
I don't sense anything super abnormal.
weird because there's this giant eyeball thing with tentacles that's like currently wrapped around your entire being.
You say that out loud?
No.
What are you
Uh-oh.
That sounded pretty out loud.
That sounded out loud.
but you made me second guess myself, and it was totally out loud.
Cool. You watch as the eyeball freezes. It looks at you. The pupil shrinks and it disappears into smoke, like black smoke.
Did you just say a fucking eye?
It's gone now, if that helps.
Oh.
It looks more like, think about like an octopus, but the tentacles are black and the mantle is a giant eyeball. And it's
sorry,
like black and slimy.
What?
I'm gonna fucking kill those fucking shitballs. Fuck them.
What's happening? What was that thing?
I don't know exactly what it was because I couldn't fucking see it. All I know is some people deserve to fucking die.
Well,
What did
is
I
that
miss?
going to... Well, it heard me say exactly what I just said to you. It made direct eye contact with me. So whoever it is knows that I know that you know, and they know that you know, because I know.
I'm
This is
assuming
true.
that
We know
also
what.
They know exactly who's traveling with me. Great.
Can you...
Motherfuckers.
Who? Should we be
Who is it?
concerned?
Who am I?
Bro's playing
what am
the
I
pronoun
concerned
game.
about now?
Who now? We know. Who what?
now? We know what? Who
Let's
is
just
this?
put it
Not
in
who we. We who?
Let's just
Who's
put it
on
this way.
first?
Who's on first?
There's going to be some people
Okay.
that need to get taught a lesson.
Are we
Right.
Because
talking
we
about the
decided to
same
fucking
lesson that
freeway,
caused you to
And
explode
now
in the center
they're
of
getting in
town?
my fucking way, and now they're endangering all of y'all, especially my fucking brother. So I'm
We're
gonna
in
kill
danger?
We still haven't answered this question of whom's this who is.
You're talking
No,
a lot of
no,
circles
who?
right now, Onyx, and I'm getting more and more concerned with every word you say.
Yeah, because you never
You
read
don't
them the
have to worry about
notes, so.
who it is. The fact, all that you need to worry about is that I'm gonna take care of it, and they won't have to
Just-
worry about us again once I.
Just
fucking
like you
fuck
took care of
everyone out.
that person in the town that you didn't need our help with.
I
They
feel like
kinda
he was
went
trying to do a good
kaboom.
thing, and we should reward that behavior.
Yes, but
Yeah.
he's our friend, and he's clearly in trouble, which then also makes us in
I'm
trouble.
not
And
in
I'd rather.
trouble. I'm not in trouble. They're in trouble.
Okay, regardless,
It's not what it sounds like, but
Well, the
They
concern
were-
is the giant floating.
whatever
eyeball
that
thing.
thing was listening and watching us this whole time. So I have no idea. None of us know how much they
I
know,
personally don't
how
know
long
anyone
it's been
that
there.
do that.
And not to pry or try to get into your past or whatever, because I understand secrecy. But one, you're important to us. Not just because of this whole stupid save the world shit. And you can rely on us.
Oh, I know I can rely on you guys. I just don't want you to worry because I'm gonna take care of this
Well,
myself.
Fucking
He's standing
bad.
there,
I'm
like grinning with like a smile, and he's just like, "I'll take care of it. Don't worry."
Sai just kind of like glares at him and says, "Well, too fucking bad. I'm gonna worry about you," and then turns away.
Okay. Anyway, as you were Pikachu, did you see anything else?
As I was what?
Pikachu.
We
You
don't
said
know
the
what that
spark
is.
on your cheeks.
what the
Oh.
What's a
hell is
Pikachu?
a Pikachu?
Yeah, what is
Oh
that?
wait, we should probably stop this. Nintendo's been on a kick
Yeah.
recently.
Roll
Oh,
roll
shit.
monster knowledge.
Cut.
Pikachu is actually a mythical creature. It's like a Kirin. Don't worry about it. It's my own thing.
Okay, got it.
It's my
What do
original
I have
OC.
to
Do
roll?
not
What do I
steal.
have to roll?
So, is there anything else I see?
I described two things that you saw.
3 things.
3 things.
Well-
Or 2 lack thereof.
The lack thereof. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 lack thereof.
There were 2 big reveals.
Sai pats Calyx's shoulder and is like, "Please put me down for a second."
I forgot you were on Calyx this whole time.
Do you want to like jump off, or do you give me permission to just lift you off?
Yeet.
I jump off.
You jump off and
no.
sink 3 foot into the swamp.
Onyx,
That was
please help me.
horrible, right?
Please help.
Wait, Onyx!
Okay. Am I actually sunk?
No, I was fucking with you.
Okay.
I mean, it's muddy. It's muddy. You're like ankle deep in muck, but yeah.
Onyx, can I talk to you really quickly for a second? It's important.
Meanwhile, Calyx is gonna try and figure out a path.
Why?
I just need. I'd rather say this to you in private before I out it in front of everybody because it pertains to you.
Okay, fine. Let's go.
You
Cool.
wander like a minute or two away so that you're until
Yeah,
you're
we step
confident.
away so
You're
nobody-
confident that you're
nobody
out
can
of
hear.
earshot of everybody that you can see.
Yes. Uh-huh. So I can kind of see a lot of things right now. And I didn't want to say this in front of everyone else in case this was something personal to you. And I wouldn't have asked otherwise if I hadn't seen this in you and also in the girl that we have with us. Everyone except for you has a spark kind of in the center of their core. Like, I guess what I would assume to be either like their soul.
And you say you didn't see it with me or the girl?
Yeah. What is that? Would you know what that means? I mean, you don't have to explain
know
it.
exactly what you're seeing. I don't know exactly what it all means. But if we're not seeing it on that girl, and she's allegedly a little girl, we need to be concerned, and we need to be on edge.
Okay.
As much as I can say for myself is
Oh, you don't have
I
to.
have a past. Let's just leave it there.
Okay. But we should be concerned about the girl? As in, like, she's in danger or we're in danger?
I'm gonna lead toward that this might be a trap.
With the girl.
She might not be who or what she says she is.
You can probably tell by Sai's facial expressions that she doesn't like that. Like, she's kind of upset by that.
We just need to be careful. I don't
Okay.
know what this means exactly. Again, I don't know exactly what you're seeing, what you're sensing, exactly what it means for her, because if I'm understanding what you're saying, I think it can be a little bit different for each person. But given how
Yeah,
young she is, we need to be careful. We need to be on edge, and we might need to watch our backs. Actually, scratch that. We need to watch our backs.
should we keep this to us and just keep a lookout? Or should we...
Keep it between us for now. You and I, keep an eye on her. I'm not even going to worry Cole with this. He already has enough to worry about. Let's keep an eye on her and try and figure out what the hell this is going on. And we'll take care of it as we need to.
Okay. And you're sure you're okay?
Oh, I'm peachy. Some other people
Right.
ain't going to be peachy.
As I'm sure. Okay. I'll leave it. And Sai kind of gives him like an awkward like punch to his arm. Walks away.
Meanwhile, in a decrepit stone basement somewhere unknown, a man sits on a throne constructed of gold and silver. An noticeably upset grin on his face and a recently smashed glass of wine on the floor in front of him. Someone runs up, someone dressed in indistinguishable leathers dyed black for secrecy, an obscured face behind an equally black mask. "Boss, what's wrong? That was way quicker than usual." A sharp yell cuts out through the darkness of this dank, crypt-like environment as this man is quickly silenced by a crossbow bolt to his throat, as the ever distinguishable face of Nemazio can be seen bearing a now signature scowl. He thinks internally to himself, "These fucking tieflings. Every fucking time it's the tieflings. Why is it that when I try to tie up these insignificant loose ends, it's always an issue. I'll have to change plans, secondary and tertiary plans. I didn't want to, but it seems this thorn in my side has friends who are far more capable than I would have wished that they were. You there, he exclaims out loud to yet another indistinguishable grunt of some kind, currently halfway busy pulling away the corpse of the one slain in front of him, seemingly unmoved at the display of violence. Contact ears, as well as mouth. Tell them the plans have been altered. The incident we needed to solve has changed course. Send some men to Clovecross and prepare for an improvisational welcome to an old friend, he says, his now once decrepit scowl quickly rising into a very joyful grin at the expectant thoughts of a man who, while may have been caught off guard initially, his own intelligence has quickly belayed an idea that the situation is not as out of control as he once thought, and it has simply led to an aura and era of new opportunities. They may be a thorn in my side, but even thorns can be used to probe, after all. As he chuckles to himself wholeheartedly, as more of these masked men enter the room, pulling away the fresh body and beginning the process of relaying orders to his now referenced compatriots in some kind of capacity. Onyx, I don't know who you think you are when it comes to me, but you'll find very quickly that in a game as complex as the one you ran from, new players don't make it very far. In fact, I would say you'll learn very quickly to fear old men in a young man's game.